Good. Who's sitting in the middle? Watch this. Okay, you should take this. It's crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. You hear that?
Yep.
You hear that?
Yeah,
You hear that?
Yeah, we
check
hear you.
You hear that? Who that? Who that? Give it to me one time, two times. We talking about Deffer midget football.
Yes, sir.
Talking about Deffer midget football. Give it to me one time. You know what that means? Huh? We talking about practice. We talking about practice. We talking about practice. If you ain't trying to practice, if you ain't trying to practice, you better practice. This is just practice. This is just practice. I'm Coach Leaf. I'm Coach Leaf. I just been practicing. Y'all been watching me practice. This is different. You put these headphones on. You start talking. My heart racing a little bit. It's called passion. It's called passion. It's called passion. It's called a love for the game. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What have you been doing? What do your days look like? How they line up?
I hope you
Every
ain't
single
chilling.
day. I'm chilling. You keep on chilling, you're just gonna be chilling.
Hmm?
Every single day. What are you doing? 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 I gotta get off my chest. You can hear it in my voice. We talking about Defford midget football. Defford midget football. See that head up there? That means something.
that black and gold.
That means something. I'm a Spartan. We talk about how you talk to yourself. We talk about I am statements. I'll tell you what I say loud and proud. I am a Spartan. I'm a Spartan. I'm a Spartan. I've been here. I done seen it. We in good hands, fellas. I'm sitting with some good hands. From the top to the bottom, there's a lot of stuff going on out here.
Yes, sir.
I see it. I see it, and we just trying to instill in these kids what I see. I'm gonna tell you what I see. Now, everybody want to talk about what they see with Coach Leaf doing all that. You doing this, you doing that. I'll tell you what I see. I see a program being built. I see a program being built.
That's what it's all about.
It don't just happen overnight. This has been happening since I've been here. 1996. I can say that because I lived that. 1996, my first year of football. Everything I do has been based around the game of football. I may not have been played for almost 15, 20, however long. It don't matter last time you played football. Football going to do something for you outside of the sport.
For sure.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Please and thank you.
No character.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I know about all about Defford youth football too. Growing up, I'm from the city, Camden. Um, my cousin Terry, he played for the Chargers, and in the wall they used to have a lot of battles with Defford. You know what I mean? And that's when I grew a respect for Defford. That was back then. It was always battles. They always had dogs. They had a nice unit. You could tell they had a good community, I should say. You know what I mean? Like they always tight. You seen it. You seen it on the field. You seen the passion. Everything they talking about. It was real. Now that I'm around it, just my passion for the game and love and being here, knowing what it's about, and having respect for it.
We was coached right.
It's
We,
going
we
up.
was in good hands. I
It's
just
going
said,
up.
Defford midget football is in good hands. We was in good hands.
Hmm.
We was in good hands. This is a program right here. You see that football, gold football out there on the. I remember.
Hmm.
I remember that was out from my childhood. I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, we legit. We legit. I was proud to be a Seminole. It's about pride, 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 and anything. I'm speeching. I'm preaching, screaming on this microphone. I've been talking to the kids. I've been talking to kids, and y'all got a special way. I know y'all can talk to the kids because the way the kids are treated, from what I'm seeing when they hear it, everybody can't connect with a kid, especially a young athlete.
That's a major fact.
Takes patience, takes discipline, even as an adult, even as a coach. You know what I mean? You gotta lead the right way. You gotta show them by example before anything. You can't just tell them what to do. You gotta show them what to do also. So, by practicing that and being consistent, every day, that's showing them, what to do, how to do it the right way. Then when you in here instilling it in them and telling them,
Mm-hmm.
they get the full picture.
Yeah.
You gotta have a full understanding, man. If you don't understand how to approach it, you don't understand, as he was just saying, that there's hundreds of different mindsets you got to deal with, and knowing how to break each one down and build each one up. Once you gain that understanding, it's up. Like, it ain't no stopping you. It ain't no stopping the kids. It ain't nobody telling you that these kids are not dogs or they can't be taught to be dogs or a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids are around cats. I don't care if it's men, women, or whatever. It's a lot of cats out here. You know what I'm saying? So once you got that dog that understand and know how to really breed dogs, you're gonna breed them.
So how y'all get how do you get them to buy into the off the field aspect that we're not in season? How are we helping them? How do they know that this is just as important, and those that are not doing it are behind the eight ball? They're not going to be as ready as somebody is consistently in here in the off season training, whatever that might be, for your, even if it's not sports specific, simply moving your body.
You just said it. Consistency. You know what I mean? As far as with us first, our approach and our being, we got to be here consistently. We can't just talk that shit. We got to walk it fully. You know what I mean? In every way possible. And then you also got to be building the same thing you want from them. What we expect to do is build them up. We got to be building everything around it too, because these kids they got different entities in their faces now. They got the phones, they got social media. They seeing what's going on. They traveling, they going across the country. Like this youth football world is crazy. I coached high school football for a lot of years, and then coming down here and just seeing the investment from the parents, the kids, everything, like, it's nonstop. So we got to be nonstop.
Got to show up.
For sure.
Show up, because don't nobody really see when it was just an idea, when it was just a possibility, right? So look, it went from an idea. We set a goal. It's Coach Leaf. It's the Leaf Show. It's what we're talking about. We're talking about practice. Set goals and then make them happen. Set goals and then make them happen. Whoever had the idea before any of this existed is building. Look at it. Look around. This didn't look like this when it started.
At all. It's 2 rooms.
It was an idea. And then there was action taken. And then the consistency every single day, even when it doesn't look like how it should, will, and is going to look. Seeing it when it is just in its infancy. And only one kid showed up for the past 3 weeks. Oh, are they really serious? Show up. Keep showing up. And to the dogs that are finding it, keep showing up. If you ain't get here yet, get here and then keep showing up.
That's it. Get out of your head. You ain't behind. You ain't behind at all, man.
Get out here. When they do see a lot of them other guys that's working on all season, they see when the season actually come, why they such dogs. So they know, like, oh, all right, I gotta get out there. You know what I mean?
Then you're gonna be more in your head as a youngin', man. Trust me, knowing that you ain't putting that work, and then being around guys that you seen putting in work. Because like we say, these kids got social media in front of them, so they gonna show what they got going on. They gonna show what they doing. So you don't want to be that kid, man. Just show up. Just show up. Just get to it. Once you get to it, you're gonna get through it, and everything will be good. I promise you. But you ain't behind the 8 ball if you haven't been around yet or whatever. Just get moving.
Today's the day that has to happen for the day to happen that you want to happen.
Yes,
Make
sir.
that make sense. Today's the day that has to happen for the day that you want to happen, right? I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna spend the rest of today, right now. Somebody watching this clip, you're gonna spend the rest of the day talking about, oh, I'm so and so been doing it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They already finished day 30. You're gonna stop yourself from starting today. You're gonna talk yourself out of it.
Yep.
And that's why I say that the parallels to this game of football, why I'm so grateful for this game, and it's a beautiful thing to see my roots still being watered in the community of Deptford. It's a beautiful thing because it taught me so many things, and I didn't know what it was doing for me when it was being done. I didn't understand that. I wrote a book based on 24 base. It's my book. You know what I mean? Whatever you think about when you wrote it, you can write a book. It was a time when I was like, I can't write no book. What's a book? Ain't nobody gonna read my book. I got a book, and it's based around 24 base. You know what that means? 24 base. 24 base. Downhill. The base, the package. This is what we practice every. If somebody on the field, if you in the huddle, and Poop say 24 base, and you look around and say, what's that? You shouldn't be in that huddle.
You don't belong.
Because we go over 24 base every single day. I can tell you what every single player on the field does on 24 base because we practice it so many times. And it became second nature. 24 base, I guarantee you we can get 3. 24 base. Oh, we need 4. Let's rock.
24 base.
Let's rock. I know what play will work right now. 24 base. It's the bait, but it's the coach. We keep doing the same thing over and over every day. We keep with 24 base. It ain't never done.
Never.
It ain't never done. 24 base. Practice every single day. Daily habits, rituals, and routines. We're talking about what it is you do on a daily basis, and does what you do on a daily basis run parallel with what your goals are. I've said that so many times that I know he just felt what I said because he's been around for a long time. And all I've been doing is saying the same thing over and over and over and over, asking the same question. What are you doing? 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 Now I'm here with Lou. Now I'm here with Kay. Now I'm at the midget football field. It just looked a little different. It just looks a little different. It's still Deptford midget football. We here, still here.
Shoes on, get here.
Said put his shoes on. You've been around real long. Put your shoes on.
Let's go, man. For real. Let's go.
Where are your cleats? Go get your cleats. Get your ride. Get to practice. And do the little things. Get up. Go do what you said you was going to do. Fellas, I love y'all. I love y'all. And like I said, you guys are a piece to the puzzle from the top to the bottom, from the inception, from all the way back, Coach Moose, everybody, all the way back. This is just the day that has to happen for what we want to happen as a community to happen. We just playing our role.
Definitely.
I appreciate y'all. If ain't nobody telling you. I appreciate y'all. I'm watching. I don't know everything, but I know what I see, and I'm going to play my part and contribute any way that I can.
Definitely, man. We appreciate you too, bro. For real.
Yeah.
Definitely been major. You definitely been a major aspect in this movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you've been here from the rip. You made it easy for guys like me, from where I'm from, to culture. You know what I mean? All back from the high school level and other different things where I could have been moving up in them lanes, but coming here and being comfortable and loving it, like all the way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here all day, every day, for real.
Surround yourself with like-minded people, and as a team, as a unit, we can do anything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's that. I'm telling you. I don't know what this is going to look like. That was 13 minutes of practice.
Right.
That was practice. That was 13 minutes of practice. We don't know what we're going to get. We said it might not. We don't know how this is going to line up. We've been pulling the trigger. I got some mats. When we going to get the mats, I'll make sure I get these mats over there. We don't know how we're going to link up, when we're going to link up. And I said, I got all the stuff in there. Ain't no content, bad content. Especially not for the message that we try and put out.
Right.
Okay, if you see this and think we look silly, You silly.
It's very, very silly.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let them type of things talk you out of it. I'm telling you, it was a moment where I almost talked myself out of it. I had to change my dad's shoes on because we just got the mask. That jacket looks bad, but I'm gonna say, oh, I ain't dressed right.
See what I look.
I got dirt all over. I was just working.
Like, you know what I mean? But it's those instances, it's those moments where one little decision, I was like, nah. If anything, I want to show my boys, like, yo, look at this. This is dope. I don't care what anyone. It's not because it's mine. It's not because this is dope, and this is just where it's at in its stage. It started as me talking to the phone when I didn't know what a microphone was. Then I got a little microphone, and it just pay attention, build piece by piece by piece. The studio is the goal was to have a studio. You was in the studio. You sat down on the chairs. Now we got a studio. I'm capable. We done did it so many times that we could just pick it up, take it on the road, sit down and have a conversation, and still create the same quality content.
That is fire.
This just came about right now. This
like literally.
Oh. It just happened.
So let's expand on that idea. I mean, these kids. I'm talking to the parents. I'm talking to the kids. I'm talking to the coaches. I'm talking to the organization. How can we make these kids the most well-rounded? Obviously, like we athletes, we dogs, we know how to treat a kid to be a dog, but can we treat and teach these kids how can we are doing it, how to present themselves in this world professionally, speaking, polishing them in any avenue of life that we can think of as a community. And I said, let's sit down with these kids, let's have post-game interviews. Teach these kids how to speak to the media because it's very, very important, right? So if somebody been talking to the media since 10U, us being the media, now when the Gloucester County Times, when the Carrier Post, when the New York Times, when they talking to their city's NFL local newspaper, they know how to carry themselves, to present themselves, and know how to tell the story and get their message across articulately. Because this is pressure. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of pressure.
Reporter got talking to you after the game, my butterflies.
I mean,
for a young adult,
more of us, it's hard for us to fight our nerves and everything because like I said, we didn't grow up with the phones and different things in our face. These kids are a little bit more prepped for that. You know what I'm saying?
Which means they got to be even better because everybody is
That's
prepped.
what I'm saying. So this right here with you, with Antoine going around doing what he doing with his brand, speaking to the kids, showing them different ways to approach life and letting them know there's other things out there that's offered other than the game, but what the game can do for you along the way. You know what I'm saying? And you got Isaac and them with their podcast, all the different things, like, and just you know, bringing up that idea right now, I think is needed. Where it should be off-season conversations with these different kids. You know what I'm saying?
Helping them think in the future. Helping them understand what is to come. Oh, you about to go to high school? You got this ready?
Mm-hmm.
You talked to this person yet?
Mm-hmm.
Make them have answers for us. You know what I'm
No
saying? And follow the plan. We know the plan. We got the map. We got the location where we trying to go. Put it in. Now let's get there.
And with them knowing it, with them knowing that these different things may be offered to them, the interviews after a game, depending on how they perform and all that, their approach would be a lot more serious throughout that week. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we carrying it correctly and they knowing that they can't get on your platform and just talk any type of way. It's not going to be accepted. You know what I mean? They can have a great game, but bad character and bad attitude. And
we're going to get ahead of the curve before that ever becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Down the road.
And they might not be able to get that interview no matter if they had 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, all that, just because they ain't carrying it right outside of it. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that'll help shape a lot of them kids even more. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll be watching other kids that's getting the interviews. All right, bet. Let me tone it down a little bit on this end. Let me get it together because this ain't no game. You know what I mean? I just did this, and these folks ain't dealing with me. What's going on?
And when they go out here, when they out here in Texas, when they doing all they traveling, all that, whatever they're a hand of us. They represent us. And when somebody sticks a microphone in their face, they can be like, oh, sitting down with Coach K, Coach Leaf, and we've been talking about that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to answer that question and represent my family, represent my organization, represent my image, my name. What he say? K said it's up. I love y'all. And this is what we doing.
And it's about to get real. The NIL and all that shit, man, that's going to be here for these youth kids pretty soon. I believe it.
You
You
think
know
that's
what I
coming
mean?
all the way down?
Man, when you see how serious these folks are,
Yeah.
on even on the youth football pages, like folks wake up looking forward to alive, or what's the conversation? This ain't just during the fall season, because
It's a
this,
time
like I said, it's
always
nonstop.
turns
So
all the way
it's
up.
even for me, bro. I find myself I'm on these pages every day. I'm trying to see what's going on,
Yeah.
but that's how you stay afloat and just keep gaining more understanding. Like that key word, understanding. So you got to understand what's going on out here. If not, you're gonna get lost because you'll have some coaches that you'll try to put on, or some parents like, yo, look, you need to tap into these pages. You don't gotta be on there every day. You know what I mean? But just so you know what's going on, seeing the movements, knowing which leagues is the best leagues, which spring options is available from different 707s, the flags, whatever. But you'll know because people gonna let you know. They gonna keep it real in them Jones. They gonna say what's trash and all that. So, but like I said, your understanding of what's going on that'd be great, and it just helps everything. And these kids know that, these parents know that. So I think it'll just have everybody
There's big money invested in these.
on some other shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because, like I said, in the movement, you got folks betting 10, 20,000s in these other states for real in youth
Crazy.
football. All the shit you're hearing about, like, it's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's why y'all
So,
gotta get out here. To be in tune. We know a lot that's going on. A lot of the kids they not on them lives and they don't know what's going on.
Right.
We try and encourage the parents to be so they can see, but we in tune every day. That's why they gotta get out here so we can get them right on and off the field.
yeah, you got Isaac and them. They just made it down to nationals. You know what I
Saw that.
mean? They
Saw
doing
that.
they doing major things. Like our sophomores went to the championship again. They lost, but they went 2 years in a row. So
Back to back.
that's consistency right there. And freshmen had a great year. The program as a whole is doing major things. You know what I mean? The senior team turned it around, made it to the playoffs.
And
All
You know what I
levels
mean?
was in the
So
playoffs
Coach
last year.
Q, Slime is home base is Defford now. That's a big deal just to have
yeah, yeah,
that quality of talent in the area.
yep,
Bring that energy.
yep,
Yep.
That's a big deal in my opinion.
major.
Nah, definitely.
It's great for the program.
When we be here during the week and they had a practice up here, and you walk outside and the vibes and energy is already lit in her, and you just like, let me see what's going on out here. It's Mac. Damn. Even with Sean and them with the girls flag football
Yeah,
and all that stuff,
yeah,
their program is lit. They win
yeah.
national chips. They travel everywhere and doing anything. And when you see all the girls out there having practice and our kids on the hill when it's a nice day,
Bring the
man,
energy.
the atmosphere is just,
Beautiful.
it's amazing. And like we say, we trying to compete with everybody across the nation. That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. But what are we doing? What are we doing today? What are you going to do today? That's the last question. That's the last question. What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? I'm going to say it again. What do you do on a daily basis? And does what you do on a daily basis run parallel with what your goals are? That's a question. But the question inside that question is, now the goal's been set. What are you going to do today? One step. Put your shoes on.
put your shoes on.
Put your shoes on. If that's the start, like, look, it all starts with putting my shoes on. You don't got to run the marathon today.
Right.
You don't got to win the race today. But we put our shoes on. That's part of winning the race.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to race. I got to step one, put some shoes on. Get up, 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 get up. Just a reminder. I'm just a reminder. We're here.